Hi guys, and welcome to another video. An exciting day for me today because after waiting months for this watch to come back into stock, it has finally arrived. Today we are taking a look at the 36mm Smith's Everest PRS25 from Timefactors, sometimes referred to as the Smith's Explorer. Explorer because, well, what we have here is a Rolex 1016 homage. The Rolex 1016 had a fantastic production run, released in 1963 and going on until 1989. There aren't many watches that can boast a 25-year plus production run, and the reason the 1016 endured so long is because Rolex got the design so right. Regarded by many as underrated next to the Submariners and Daytonas, but undoubtedly it's a beautiful and perfectly proportioned watch, and one that remains in high demand today. In fact, if you want a 1016 today, you will need to spend big bucks, as they frequently sell for upwards of £10,000. So, if the iconic Rolex is now out of reach for most of us, what do you do if you want that traditional 1016 look and feel today? Well, there are of course fakes. It's easy to find a fake on a Chinese online market for less than $100, but I'm sure that if you were to go down this route, the quality of whatever you receive will be so far lacking from the experience that you want that, well, is not really an option for many watch fans. So if the original is unattainable and the fake is unacceptable, there is always the world of homage watches. But there haven't been too many good homages of the 1016. The Xeno Explorer may have been a decent option, but it's no longer in production and it might not be easy to get hold of one. Enter Eddie Platts and his Timefactors watches. Eddie's PRS25 is now in its third version and remains one of the most popular models that he sells. Indeed, I think that this first batch of the third version sold out on release, which, if you're not familiar with Timefactors, is an approximately 30-minute window about once a month. Happily, I got my order in last Sunday early and this arrived today, 5 days after ordering. I will pop the specs up on the screen, but essentially what we have here is a 36mm stainless steel watch. The lug to lug is 43.5mm with a 20mm lug width and a overall height of just over 11mm, including the high domed AR coated on the underside sapphire crystal. The bracelet features solid end links, screwed links and tapers from 20mm to 16 at the signed clasp. The case has a brushed top and polished sides and features drilled lugs. There's a screw down case back, which, unlike the Xeno, features the standard opening indents rather than the Rolex style case back. The crown is also screw down, which helps with the 100 meters or 330 feet of water resistance. The movement is a Miyota 9039, so there's no ghost date position here, but we do have hacking and hand winding. Last, but by no means least, we come to the dial, which is a masterpiece of understated simplicity. We have C3 superluminova and the 12 o'clock marker, the indices and the 3, 6 and 9 numerals. The Mercedes hour hand, minute and lollipop seconds hand are also loomed. One of the changes to this third version that I think will be most welcomed by Timefactors fans is the change to the Smiths logo. Gone is the big bold Smiths text of the V1 and V2, replaced by the classic Deluxe logo with the booby crown. I'll reserve judgment of the watch until its full review, but safe to say I'm a huge fan of Timefactors and the lovely 36mm watches they produce. This one is absolutely stunning and has surpassed my expectations. The quality is right there, as I hope you can see from this video. It's not a Rolex, but nor do I feel it's inferior as an ownership proposition. My personal Rolex ownership story left me a bit cold, but that's a story for another day. This Explorer ticks all the boxes, is beautifully made and finished, and in my opinion, the value proposition is strong. So if you want a Timefactors Explorer, head over to the website, subscribe to the mailing list to which Eddie sends updates on availability and store opening times. Oh yeah, we haven't covered price. So these sell for £325 which at today's exchange rate is about $420 US. Right guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you're all staying safe and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.